Well, I'm glad, Killinger. We are having some like serious talk, kind of setting things up here. So I'm not gonna lie, like my brain kind of broke yesterday. Because for those of you who've been following the saga of Lauren's adventures, where I was living in a roach-infested apartment that I was desperately trying to get away from, and I got away from it. And despite my best efforts, some little stowaways followed me to my new place. My roommate found a couple of roach babies on Sunday night. So then we had exterminators come out, taking it very seriously. So our entire kitchen, everything is out of the kitchen, and there's like puddles of bug killer like 48 hours later still on the floor in the kitchen, and in the bathroom is fortunately dried up some. But so I was already pretty stressed out about the bug situation continuing, because I had just started to be able to relax. And then that happened, and then something much bigger and grander and more terrible happened on the national, international stage. And so it's been a time, you know? It's been a really rough few years, and every time it seems like things are going to get a little bit better, sometimes they do, but something else gets worse. Which actually ties kind of into where we are, in my opinion, with this game. And I'm hoping, and we'll see what they wind up doing with this game and this story, but last time, if you'll remember, and for those of you who are joining us for the first time, yes, obviously I do talk about both myself, my personal life, and also current events and things, and I make no efforts to hide where I stand on political matters. I mean, we're playing a game that is a cyberpunk dystopia showing us the horrors of capitalism. So I feel like, again, it is timely and relevant to the game we're playing right now. But last time, we geared up to go fight Don Corneo, wound up uniting the people of Wall Market, who were clearly waiting for an opportunity to rise up against basically the tyrant who rules the place where they live. And it was this really amazing, empowering moment, because the game had done such a good job of fleshing out Don Corneo as this extremely human and extremely evil person. Because, like, he's not, like, cackling, maniacal laughter, destroy the world for the sake of destroying. Like, he clearly is just somebody who wants power and pleasure, and doesn't, like, and maybe derives some of each from harming other people as well. And so you've gotten a really solid sense of how terrible he is, and how bad some things can be in Wall Market, but you've also gotten a steady sense of the people in Wall Market trying very hard. Like, everyone is trying to protect you from Don Corneo. They're saying, don't go in there, don't go in there. What they're doing is they're not trying to sabotage you because they don't want you to do well. They are all trying to spare you suffering. They're trying to protect you. And a number of them are trying to protect others in Wall Market as best they can, given that it is being ruled by a really horrible, morally reprehensible person who enjoys the suffering of others and has certain parallels. Like, Don Corneo is a very believable kind of villain, because we have people like that in the real world right now in positions of power. But you even though you don't really encounter him directly, you get a really solid sense of who he is and what he's done. One of the moments that I think was most effective is when he arbitrarily decides there'll be one more round in the tournament arena fight that you're participating in, and Madam M kind of loses it. Like, she's very cool and very together, and she just can't take it and just loses it there. And it's because he is once again proving that he has power over everyone, and they do not have the power to stop him. They do not have the power to say no. And that is a very, very deeply uncomfortable, like soul level uncomfortable situation to be in. And that was, I think, a very effective moment that does a lot to round out her characterization and also show kind of what the weight of having Don Corneo ruling over you can do to people, on even the people who are considered, like, you know, at the top underneath him, who you would think of having, you know, relative power, safety, and security. Even they are subject to his whims, and what exactly that has meant over the years for those individuals, we don't know. We can kind of assume the worst. And then, like, you know, I mean, obviously I love Jules. And so when it turned out that Andrea is Jules' older brother, and also seemed like I was like, oh, you seem like a decent person as far as I can tell. So, like, and I'm willing to trust you because I trust Jules. And then there's the guy who looks like a Final Fantasy 15 character at the door. And I'm like, you keep trying to save us too. So there's these good people in Wall Market. And then when they see that you're going to take down Don Corneo, they're like, yes, we are going to, like, we actually believe you're going to do this, and we're going to throw in everything we've got. And I'm like, at that moment, playing this game, I'm like, you know, Shinra is powerful because in a way what's going on in Wall Market is like a microcosm of what is happening with the planet, where you've got Don Corneo as like kind of an ultimate untouchable authority in Wall Market, and then you've got the Shinra company, Shinra Power Company, whatever, which is like seemingly all powerful for the rest of the world. It's a nice, I'm sure it's intentional. It's a nice parallel. It works very well. But you have this feeling of, I can't stop Shinra. That's too big. But, and maybe, you know, over the course of the entire game, which will, I guess, will be a series of games at this point, maybe I'll be able to take out Shinra. By the way, for those of you who are new here, I played Final Fantasy VII with my sister when it first came out. I don't really remember it, so this is kind of mostly a first playthrough. I played Crisis Core a couple of years ago, so for me this is Crisis Core 2, with very few moments popping up where I have a memory from 7. But a lot of times when I remember things, and I think I remember things, it turns out I'm wrong. So who knows? But I'm talking us through this because I've been thinking a lot about this story, and I want us to kind of be in the right emotional place for this game, and also for how it relates to what's going on in the world at large, and why I think it's really important to tell stories, because this is a very, very timely game. It's a very timely story. But so you have this feeling of we're not helpless here. Don Corneo is just one man, and we're going to take him out. And we're not alone. We're going to take him out, and it's going to set up this domino effect, and the people of Wall Market will be free because they are here to help us, and we will all together defeat him. And so I spent like 15 minutes gearing up to fight Don Corneo. I equipped the nail bat on Cloud because the nail bat seemed like it would be the most satisfying thing to hit Don Corneo in the face with. And so you're like feeling like, maybe we've got this, actually. Maybe we've got this. And then you go to face him, and he monologues at you, but there's like humor. So I was like, okay, yeah, we're laughing at him. He's going to be kind of anticlimactic, and then we're going to beat him up, and it's going to be great. But that's not what happens. What happens is that he reveals that you have no power to... He reminds you that Shinra is the big bad, and that Shinra, the big bad, is way beyond the scope of anything you can actually realistically take out at this point. And then, in so doing, also brings up something that I thought of, and then decided they were not going to do. So, earlier, and this is okay for those of you who've been here this whole time, like, please forgive me, we're doing a summary, we're recapping, but for those of you who are joining us for the first time, as you might be able to tell from this conversation, I like to analyze stories as I go. I have an MFA in creative writing, and a lot of my brain thinks about stories a lot, so so I do a lot of like trying to figure out like, what do I think they're doing? Why are they doing it? What are the bits and pieces that go into thanks, Chrono. Sorry, folks, I did not have it in me to do the high school AU fanfic in which Jules leads the gym club and Cloud and Zach join. But someday that might happen. But one thing that I was kind of noticing that they seem to be highlighting in earlier chapters is the depth and the distance between the plates and the slums, and really making you feel that height difference from both sides. Like they have you do things and they lay out the world such that you're really struck by that, and you see things falling several times while you're going through the underside of the plate. And I was like, oh my god, they're gonna drop a plate. They're gonna drop a plate. Like, and I was really upset about this. And then I was like, that's what I would do if I were writing this story. I would drop a plate. And then they didn't. At the point where I thought everything was gonna get worse, I was like, everything's gonna get bad for everybody. I don't know how, but it's gonna get bad for everybody. But then they didn't drop the plate. And then we found out that a plate had fallen before, and I was like, okay, they're probably not gonna do that. And they can't, because the plate, like the slums where like HQ is, has a little child, Marlene. So that's probably okay. And they're not gonna drop the plate on the place with the orphanage. They're not gonna do that. That's too much. So it's like, okay, no, you know what? It turns out I am meaner than the Final Fantasy VII Remake writers, because I would have dropped a plate and they didn't drop a plate. So whew, we're safe. You can relax, Final Fantasy VII cast, and know that you are in kinder hands than mine. And then and then last session, just as they like literally pull the floor out from under you, with this feeling of, I'm going to overcome Don Corneo and I'm going to free wall market. And just as you're reeling from that, they're like, also, by the way, we're going to drop a plate. And it's going to kill Avalanche. And everyone on top of the plate, too, which includes Jesse's parents. Which is, like, the only people I think we've really gotten to know on the top of the plate. But, like, so capitalism, corporate dystopia, people are expendable, we'll just pin it on someone else. So we haven't seen that yet. So it is still possible that perhaps the people who write Final Fantasy VII aren't as mean as I am. And maybe it will stop. Maybe it won't happen. Oh man, Panic at the Discord, that is such a good name. That is such a good name. We all just appreciate that name. So when I'm laughing like this, I don't actually think this story stuff is funny. This is just kind of how I process stuff. And as I've mentioned at the beginning of the stream, in light of what's going on in the real world and some lingering stress in my own like personal situation, like I'm kind of like a little bit above what I can manage. So I'm going to be laughing about things that aren't necessarily funny. It's kind of a coping mechanism that I have. I hope it's not too unsettling, but bear with me. But yeah, so we have this feeling of incredible hopelessness happening here, you know? Like, what can we possibly do? Like, is there any way we can possibly stop Shinra from committing an atrocity? And I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb here and say, given how we did not manage to succeed at taking down Don Corneo, we got that yanked out from under us. I'm feeling like this is perhaps the chapter of the story where we lose. This may be the Empire Strikes Back of the story. And like, not every story actually has to follow like this like strict pattern. And one thing that's actually really nice is experiencing stories that aren't necessarily following the same like Western story template. I actually really like that. But I feel like this might be a moment where everything like this might be hitting a low, like a low point. Perhaps the low point of this story, because I know that they've broken the game into multiple games. You will also hear me, if you are here for the first time, like I said, I am a writer, I'm a fan of creative writing. You can read my fanfics that I just started writing last year. It's a tiny bit of Crisis Core and Final Fantasy VII and stuff there. But I have a novel that I started writing like 6 or 7 years ago, and I'm going to be rewriting it soon. It was my master's thesis. I'm pretty sure it's partly just like subconscious Lauren didn't like Final Fantasy VII back in the day, but somehow decided to rewrite it, up to and including it was originally one big story thing and it was too much, and I'm realizing I'm having to break it down. So I'm actually having to take one of the like plot threads and have it end earlier so we can have a satisfying arc at the end and a villain and a conflict within the first book, because then there'll be more books as I've broken this story into. So basically, I guess the Don Corneo of my novel, and totally a crime lord in the slums, is the villain of the first book, and then there's overarching stuff about stuff. So it's frustrating. They shouldn't have plagiarized me. No, but I do think that this is going to be a low point in the game. And if this is a low point in the story when they want to take away our power and have us feel this, yes, Axel, it's terrible. I'm really mad. But at least that means when people ask me what my book is like, I can be like, well, it has elements of Final Fantasy VII, I guess. If anybody doesn't believe me on that, I can probably provide you with either the zero draft or an outline. Hey Lux, welcome. But I am guessing that they are going to drop the plate, which is going to kill a lot of characters that I care about, and I'm really upset about that. Like, I'm mad. This is really bad timing for that. But perhaps it's going to turn out that Wall Market, despite us not being able to take out the Don himself, that perhaps they will still, because they've been mobilized. I am choosing to believe, because I need something to hold on to. I'm choosing to believe, until told otherwise, that the people of Wall Market are going to stage an uprising and successfully take out Corneo themselves. That we gave them the push, we got it started, we beat up his goons, and he's just one dude. Like, that they're gonna rush in and they're gonna take care of business. Right now I need that, because I need some kind of victory. And if we lose the bigger fight, but it turns out that the smaller fight gets won because of our influence, yes, but even without us there, they still push on. That would be a little bit of sweetness to soften the blow. So I would rather me be writing the story in which the plate fell, because when you write something, you're in control of it. So you are prepared and you are safe from it emotionally, because nothing can surprise. I mean, it'll surprise you in the way that writing a thing surprises you, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that was going to happen. But it's safe, and it may not be safe for the people who are experiencing the story that you're writing. But it's not, but it's safe for you. Whereas in this case, I have no say over what's going to happen, and they're going to hurt characters and kill characters that I care about, and I'm going to hurt because of it. And that's really hard and frustrating. And it's good though. I mean, we want stories to make us care like that. And gosh, I've been talking for like 20 minutes, but that's why you're here, right? To hear me talk about games. And right now, because of the state of the world, it is harder for me emotionally when bad things happen in stories. Like, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV, and no spoilers, but there are consequences to things. People die or seem like they might die, or things don't work. And I find myself, like, basically emotionally, like, the equivalent of, like, frantically paddling, trying not to drown, trying to get to the surface of the water, is what it feels like. Because I've always had a slight difficulty distinguishing between fantasy and reality, always just a little bit. So when things happen in stories, to a certain degree, I kind of feel like they happened to me, or like they were real, kind of more than I think is normal, or at least than is common. But so I'm particularly vulnerable to these things, and they're very scary, and part of me just, like, my brain is just like screaming and scrambling to try to get out, like, no. And that's going to happen here. It's not, immersion isn't quite the right word. So I know right now, because I am in a more fragile state, given everything, it's going to be harder for me to do this. And that's why, if you watched the end of last stream, I had to kind of talk us back from it, because I was really upset. All these things were going wrong. And then I was like, also it's New Year's Eve. I'm in another country from my whole family. I haven't seen them in an entire year. Like, there's a lot going on. And it was a little too much, and I had to talk us down from that. And depending on how things go here, we might kind of have to talk ourselves back from some hard things too. I don't know. All I know is I got completely annihilated by our sewer buddy because I was preparing to fight Don Corneo, and I was upset. Oh, wait, urban spelunkers? Sorry, hold on. Okay, yes, we got weapons. Shiva, we're supposed to do something fighting her for Chadley? Okay, so... if I were playing this without anybody commenting on it at all, I would just be like, oh, I'm going to talk to one girl, and then I'm going to talk to the other girl. Appraise the dude. Chrono. You've been watching too much Suikoden. It's appraising in Suikoden. You probably have an appraiser in Suikoden. It's assess in this game. Thanks, Vinny. Cloud is figuring out what to do with his little gauntlet things. No, it's okay, Chrono. I'm actually really amused that our Suikoden gameplay has managed to worm its way into your brain. So I'm going to talk about characters for a little bit too, because I'm not done talking. It's okay. You're about to watch me get annihilated by bad guys, so you can rest assured that combat will happen. No, I've been thinking about the characters a lot because some of my friends have been playing through this game, and I'm proceeding with great caution in interacting with other people. Oh yeah, no, Sergeant Joe is amazing. You forget that he's a duck. He's one of the best characters in Suikoden 3. I absolutely adore him. I guess we have to play Suikoden 3 on stream so you guys can all understand how a duck is one of the best characters in a very serious game with a good cast. He's a duck wearing a military helmet, and he's amazing. Yeah. So, Suikoden. Not what we're playing right now, but we're going to beat Suikoden 1 soon on Tuesday, so then we're going to dive into Suikoden 2, and those games I have played before, so I'm doing this, but with, like, the entire context of knowing the whole series and stuff. Yeah, you forget that he's a duck because he's that well written. So my friends have been talking about these characters. Yes, Subranamania appreciates good video games. We keep streaming or playing the same games because we are friends with some similar tastes. But he is more funny. And I am more... I don't know. I think do I talk more than you, Brannaman? I feel like I know that I do off stream. But talk more than most people. You're both more punny and more funny. Those are two separate skills, and you have lots of points in both of them. But so I've had friends who've been talking about these characters, and that's what I figured. I talk more than most people in any circumstances. How interesting. Why is Aerith lower level than the other two? I don't know, but she is. So my friends have been talking about these characters, and what I thought was really interesting and kind of frustrating is that one of my friends was saying that he didn't like how Cloud is this, like, tough guy who doesn't care about anything, and Aerith is the manic pixie dream girl who makes him care. And I was like, excuse me, are you playing the remake or the original? Because in the original, that's kind of the impression that I got, was that Aerith was like the perfect little love interest, and Cloud was like, I'm a tough whatever. And I didn't like them. I didn't like anything about it. But then with these characters in this game, like Cloud is an absolute softy, sweet baby boy. Like we saw him in Crisis Core. He's just apparently been broken somehow. Don't know exactly how or why. I assume it has to do with Mako poisoning and very nearly dying. But I really don't know how we got from the end of Crisis Core to Cloud, the mercenary. Like, no idea where they came from. So that'll be interesting. But so he, like, the thing that drove me crazy when my friend was saying this is I was like, even in the game, the only person... Oh, yes, if you want to talk about spoilers, our Discord server has a channel specifically for people to talk about spoilers. So if you want to yell with a bunch of folks, you can yell with a bunch of folks there. But so like, in at least this version of the game, Barrett is literally the only character in the entire game who is fooled for more than like a minute about Cloud's like tough guy persona. You know, like even like the rest of Avalanche, they kind of buy it for a little while, and then Jesse's like, no, you're a squishy soft hot boy. You know? And like Tifa sees through it, but she doesn't challenge it so much because, as I've said before, this is her childhood friend who she can tell is a broken human being. She doesn't know how or why either, but so she's proceeding with caution, trying to make sure she doesn't hurt him worse. Whereas like Aerith is just like, drop the act, you dum-dum. Stop being a dum-dum. Cloud, do you expect me to take you seriously? Oh, I was tough guy. Wow, I don't care. Okay, whatever. Which, like, again, also, like, she's totally not the, like, the sweet little girly, like, love interest that I thought she was. She's a trash gremlin princess, and I love her. So, for me, like, it's so clear that Cloud's not actually, like, the tough guy who doesn't care. He cares too much and is a complete dummy. Of these three characters at this point in the game, it's weird because Tifa is actually the one that I find the most boring right now. Which is not that she's a bad character, but from what I've seen right now, and it's funny is because, well, Commodore, playing the first game, that was my impression. My sister and I, my impression, like, Aerith was one of my least favorite parts of the first game. I could not stand her. And I do know, both because I did play the original game and because I have been on the internet in subsequent years, I do know that Aerith dies. I'm actually really upset about that. I did not care. Okay, I'm a person who cares too much about things. I didn't care in the original, which says something about how little I cared about her, because this came right after Final Fantasy VI when I was just waterworks all the time. But so my impression of Aerith was that she was like dumb and I don't know. By the way, just so you know, if this is your first stream here, my current thing, I know that Aerith's not human because there was a reason why the Turks were keeping an eye on her in Crisis Core. And then, like, I assume that that's related to why there's, like, the plants and stuff. So what I think is going on, and then what I would do, if I were writing this story, is I think that she's like descended from whatever, like, the original creatures of the planet or something. Like, either she's chosen by the planet or she's like descended by like the elves or the ancient ones or whatever. I think she's an ancient. I think they called her that in Crisis Core. At least that's in my head as being a word that's been capitalized. So, but so I think that the life stream has a special relationship with her. And so, like, it makes plants around her and she can heal things. And so I think, okay, Avatar The Last Airbender spoilers, I think that she has this special relationship with, like, the life stream and a special connection to that and the ability to heal the planet in small ways. But I think there's something inside of her that is, that, like, causes that healing. And I think she's going to have to go to some special place. And I assume because, like, the sand wraith things are clearly like the planet trying to make things happen. It's trying to get Cloud and Aerith to meet. So I think it wants Cloud to take Aerith somewhere. Presumably Cloud has to be the one, for some reason, to escort Aerith to, like, again, Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I'm thinking is that Aerith is like Princess Yue, where Princess Yue has a little bit of the moon in her. And so when the moon is killed, and like in the sacred holy space where the moon is located, she has to go in there, and then she has to like give up. I don't know if she went there. She goes there and she has to give up her little bit of immortality from the moon, and then she dies. But then the moon comes back and the world is saved. So I suspect that Aerith is going to have to go and either like sacrifice herself or something, I don't know, to save the planet. So that's my expectation of what might happen. Because that's kind of, for me, what they've set up. It's what I would do. I don't actually have a character like that in my novel. You'll be glad to know that didn't make it through my subconscious into it, apparently. Anyway, also there's no like sentient robots in this that I know of, in the same way. And we're also not like on like a spaceship settled colony, so things are different. But anyway, this is all like a big long tangent, kind of like talking about stuff because I'm stalling is what I'm doing here. I'm stalling because I know that they're not going to go that long without dropping what they're going to drop. See, dropping, yes. So I'm stalling, yes. Anyway, all that to say, I actually like Aerith more than Tifa, even though Tifa was one of 2 characters I liked in the original. And that was because my vague recollection of the original is that she's the girl next door who has a crush on Cloud, and then this new hussy shows up, which might be part of why I didn't like Aerith. And I sympathize with Tifa, that the boy that she had a crush on growing up likes some new hussy instead. And I don't actually know if that's justified at all. I was young and apparently did not understand what was happening in the game that well. Yeah, well, so Tifa and Aerith as an item hasn't really like happened yet in the game, but I do really like that they did interact, and I could see this becoming I could see this becoming an OT3, and I'd be down with that. That so far, like, I like them all. I like Aerith more though, much to my great surprise, and I really like Tifa. And like, don't get me wrong, like Tifa is beautiful. Aerith. Anyway. Apparently, as it turns out, Aerith is more my type, as we discovered last session, perhaps a little embarrassingly. But so because I have viewers, yes, I know, Demi, it was very subtle. Because I have viewers, then this kind of is presented like it's a choice. I didn't change my equipment. Oops. No, that's the wrong button. I did not mean to swing my weapon. I didn't know that Aerith's voice actress was a fan of the game. That's fantastic. Oh, I love that detail. Way to go. Okay, we're not going to have the nail bat, though. That was specifically for Don Corneo's face. Okay. Because I have to actually do this. What am I going to do? God, it does so much damage. But it has so many materias, and also it has attachment to Zack and Angeal. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna fight this boss with? Oh wow, I've got a whole bunch of points on this guy. It's really cool looking. This looks like something out of Shadowrun, I feel. It just needs to have like lasers on it. Okay, so I'm trying to remember, do I fight like a giant rat here? Is that what I fight? Is it a giant rat? No, that's Dark Souls. What was it? What was it? I'm in the sewers. Is it like a dog thing? Is it like some sort of a crocodile? But it's something I want to set on fire instead of electrocute. But what do I do? Obviously, I'm not gonna nail bat it. What am I gonna do here? There's no wizard hats with the hard edge. The hard edge gives you 0 wizard hats. Everything is in offense. God, it's so much damages. I don't know. What should I go with? So is Iron Blade kind of like in the middle? Is Buster Sword the magic one? And Hard Edge is clearly like all offense. Oh, it did set sewer water. Oh, this would be a good time to put a ribbon on. Do they have ribbons in this game? Probably. Huh. So then what is the Iron Blade? Oh, I guess Buster Sword has a higher attack. Oh. Okay, hold on. No. No. There we go. We gotta do what is happening here. Oh, okay, so I've unlocked a lot of this stuff. So is this the magic one then? Oh yeah, magic attack power with high HP. Oh, that's part of why I lost last time. Because I was trying to do the I have low HP defense. And it was really bad for me. Okay, so I mean I've got more of these. Ooh, look at that. Okay, look at all that magic attack power, materia slots, magic attack power. Yeah. What is magic? Okay, does that make you do more? Oh man, God, this is so complicated. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just put the Buster Sword on. I used to make fun of it, but now I like it because it makes me think of Zach and Angel, and now Cloud. He's the third brother to carry the blade. Yeah, it's just really complicated. Limit break. No. This is just like so complicated. There's just so much going on. I can't handle it. Yeah, how do I auto upgrade? Hold on. Should I just do balanced? Oh, they did use the word Abzu. Oops, wrong button. But also, like, I feel like Sorry. My brain is trying to process what's going on in the game and what you guys are talking about, and it is leading to me being just very confused. Oh. Yes. Okay. Oh, right. I forgot that I got this. Fleeting familiar. Oh, that's right. It has a fairy. Oh, I'm so excited about that. God, this is so complicated. I don't know that I have the brain capacity right now to handle this. Oh, is it leveling up? Oh, other characters level up when they're out of your party, don't they? Cool. That is a good thing. Things should be like that more. All right. Equipment. Okay, you're not going to use the nail bat, Cloud. God, the hard edge is so good. Am I going to set it on fire or am I going to hit it more? kind of want to do this. Yes. Okay, hold on. Haha. No, I don't want those two together. And I don't want luck up. Barrier, HP up, luck up, HP up. Okay. No, what we're going to do here, obviously we are going to have a healing materia because... No, that's the wrong... Oh. Okay, hold on. No, but we want this to be set it on fire materia. I don't have enough fires. Oh, I need to have more fires. Okay, well, but I want to have fire on my weapon. But I also fire in her punching. I don't have enough fires. I need to have at least 3 of every elemental materia, apparently. Or at least of fire and lightning. No. Is this the disruptive spells? Okay, no. Oh, I see. Okay, this is the one that Tifa's got. And this is heal everybody. I don't know what that sounds really complicated. I'm not going to worry about that yet. Okay, so he's not going to do fire. He doesn't need fire. What are you going to do, Cloud? What are you going to do? What are we going to link? What links? Is it only the blue ones that link? Because these ones don't look like they are. Mups-ups. Why does this have the little doot on it? Okay. So I've got healing, luck, barrier. I don't think I need barrier, but I could have barrier. Why didn't I use barrier last time? Why didn't I use barrier last time? I don't know. Okay, so having extra health up is useful, but what else do I want? I've got healing. Do I have a life materia? Do I have like Phoenix? Auto cure. Ha. Okay. Cool. What do you think? Does that seem okay? Oh, he should probably have an attack, shouldn't he? What should I put him? Maybe we can electrocute. You want an electrocute? You want to do an electrocute? Maybe we'll do. Yeah. Oh. I don't have any points in it. Yeah, no, I think Tifa's set well. Okay, so give him lightning. Okay, so he's got like HPs. Healing and revival, because he's usually the one who doesn't die. Because he's my primary character. I'm sorry. He's really versatile, and that works really well for me. Okay, and then... she's set. Are we going to use the arcane? God, this one looks so good, though. Doesn't it look so good? Well suited for materia. I'm not going to lie, I really want the fairy. Let's do that. Yes. Okay. So she's got super healing and magnify. Ooh. Cool. Then lightning. She's got assess. Healing. Fire. What else should we give her? Oh, I don't have another health up that isn't. But I could give her mup up. That might not be bad, actually. Maybe we can train up. It's magic up. Magic up or mup up? Mup up? We think we should do mup up? Should we do mup up? Let's do mup up. Mup up, mup up, mup up, mup up, mup up, mup up, mup up. Might as well get one of those training up. Okay, so I think we're good. What do you think? You think we're doing all right? maybe? I hope. Sorry. All right. I've taken like... I don't know how long. 20 minutes. 30 minutes. Thank you, Nightwind. Oh, almost an hour of just yammering away because I'm Lauren. Okay, I don't remember how to play this game and we got a boss fight, but I will do my best. Oh, man.
Aerith.
Sorry, Tifa.
We have to get to Sector 7.
We do.
Yeah.
Because they aren't going to evacuate people.
That bastard!
Yeah, that's the appropriate response. Although I don't know if it actually changes things or not, and I wouldn't have minded seeing what she says, but... God, the music is so good. I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit.
You gotta be kidding me.
Tifa is not impressed. Okay, so it throws gross water at me. Oh, I should have put... Oh, I don't remember if I have unpoison.
You go?
You bet. Bring it on.
They have really good, like... hold on.
Don't overdo it.
All set. I'll take care of them. One more shot.
I'm waiting.
That's it.
Okay, hold on. Sorry.
Bring it. Let's start with...
Okay. Ah, ice effects don't work on it. Okay, good to know. Alright. It's immune to lots of things. Okay. Ah! No! Okay, hold on. Let's summon a fairy.
What do you think of this trick?
Ah! Hold on. Sorry. So I'm not going to be looking at chat so much right now, just to warn you.
Just taking over a little.
Oh, I got poisoned? Oh, shoot. Okay, well, abilities, spells, items.
Let's go.
Abilities. Oh, I meant to switch to Sephiroth. Yes! Switch to Sephiroth mode. Yeah! No! Okay, I'm trying to lead it away from my healer, which is a thing that I learned you can do in Final Fantasy XIV. Haha! Oh shoot! Okay, hold on. Abilities? What have I got? I don't really know what I'm doing with her, but she's pretty satisfying to play as. Oh, I've still got... Hold on. Sure, why not?
I should probably heal up first.
Oh, I should! Oh! Okay, so that does cure everybody. Is it everybody standing nearby? Oh shoot, okay. Okay. Wow, I feel like she's getting things. Okay. Spells. Okay, so that did heal everybody else. Okay, hold on. Items.
Can you handle them?
Hang back.
Spells? Sure.
It's on you.
And, oh shoot! No, no!
Mine's taking over. I'm coming. Can you take over for
Yes.
me?
I got this, I got this. You leave her alone, you jerk. That didn't go so well for me. Okay, hold on.
Don't overdo it.
I'll take over. Just go away. Hot stop. Take the lead, so it's my turn.
Okay, we're gonna heal with her. Oh man, regen. Oh, I do love regen. Maybe I'll do regen next. Oh, will it regen everybody? Oh, snap. That would be amazing. Group regen would be so fantastic for this fight. I think I might have to get that. Okay, hold on.
For you. Just taking a little break.
Okay, I'm like unreasonably excited about that.
Calling lightning.
I got this.
Okay. You got nothing else to do with your magic, so just like set it on fire.
You're up. I'll show you what
No,
I can do.
Cloud, we need you. Hit it really hard. Oop. And catch. Okay, hold on. Oh shoot!
It's on you.
Oh shoot, that doesn't look good.
Get him. It's on you. Here
Okay, spell cure everybody. But center on Tifa.
goes. Okay.
Oh shoot!
Taking over.
Okay. Oh jeez! Oh, it's berserked. Oh jeez.
Pay attention.
Don't tell me I'm not paying attention. I'm doing just fine here, Cloud.
Don't overdo it.
I got this.
Okay, hold on. What have I got? Abilities. Why am I not doing this all the time? Oh, but now it's gone. Okay, well, fine. I'm gonna set you on fire then. Oh shoot. I imagine probably you want to do something with the horns, but okay, I need to heal everybody. Oh wait, never mind. No, I don't. I'm doing fine. Okay.
You've got this. Get fired up.
Get ready.
Sephiroth mode, yeah!
This one's for you.
Oh my gosh.
And catch.
Oh shoot! You leave my friends alone, you big old jerk. You are a jerk pants, and I don't like you. I don't know what this is gonna do, but we're gonna do it. Do it, Cloud! Yes! Oh, that was really nice. That was very satisfying. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. I didn't need that anyway.
Good luck. So it's my turn?
Actually, I don't need to do that because of regen.
This is gonna hurt.
Regen is amazing.
You can do it.
Let's do this.
Holy cow, regen is powerful. Oh my god. We're totally gonna do this. Okay, hold on. Oh shoot, that's the wrong one! Oh, okay, well that worked. That was so much better than the last time around. Well, it cleared a pathway. That might be good for me, or it might be bad.
There it goes.
Do you think it lives down here, or?
Was probably Corneo's pet. We were dinner.
I really like Cloud's dry sense of humor.
Hey, you don't believe that crazy story of his, do you? Shinra wouldn't sacrifice a whole sector just to take out Avalanche, would they? Destroying part of the city, killing all those people just to get at us?
I don't know. Is Corneo the kind of guy who'd make up shit just to screw with you?
I wouldn't put it past him.
But if he was telling the truth, and there's still a chance he was, isn't there? Then we should go.
Yeah.
And if it turns out he was lying, then so what? Right?
Tifa!
Where is she going? No, okay. Oh, hold on.
I knew it. These tunnels are all connected.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I have to make sure that... Oh, fine. The game wouldn't let me.
What is it?
I'm pretty sure we can use these tunnels to make our way back to Sector 7. The sewers under Sector 6 and 7 should be connected. If you get in trouble, just follow the stench.
Another one of those lessons?
An avalanche thing, actually. We use them to move around the Undercity, in emergencies.
Okay, so there's...
Sure we're not lost?
Positive.
What's the music doing? Sorry, I have to go kick open... The girls are like, oh my god, Cloud, what are you doing? Alright. What is this music? So we've got...
Won't be tough.
Oh, Sagan! Oh! Those are... They were translated as sea hags in the original Final Fantasy IV. But they're not. And then they're one of the... what's the word I'm looking for? One of the beast tribes in 14? Which is interesting. Like, I find it interesting that the Final Fantasy games
Glad that's over.
are different, so wildly different in the different worlds. Did she just heal by existing? What did you just do, Aerith? Hey, girls! Stop! I'm trying to... They don't approve of me. Trying to heal. Look, I just... Hold still. Oh, man. They're like, what are you doing, Cloud? I'm looking for stuff that I can... Yes! Let's smash some Shinra stuff. Yeah. What's this music doing? What's this? Okay, why is there a tire down here in the sewers? What are these, like, repair thingies for? There's, like, clearly there have been people here doing something. Oh, is that the Sahagan, or however you say it, poofing into the live stream? I guess that makes sense. No. I can't go the right way until I've exhausted going the wrong way first. This is the first rule of playing a JRPG. Or really, like, there's other genres that are like that too. Look! Treasure chest! Treasure chest! Yay. She's got her little feet sticking out here. Her little legs are there. And then her little front paw is wrapped around her legs. It's really cute. Okay, look. cats are really cute. We're gonna get more emotes, by the way. I'm either gonna commission a friend or I'm gonna draw them. I know I've been saying I'm gonna draw them for like forever. So it's gonna poison me. I bet it's gonna poison me. Oh no, Cloud won't even do that. He's just like, no. Amazing. He backs away. He's just like, no. That's not gonna happen. But yeah, so if you have any particular suggestions or thoughts on emotes, we obviously have to have a hook shot one. Oh yeah, no, I mean, it is garbage water, but has that ever stopped the video game? You know, I vaguely remember playing Xenogears, and we were in the sewers for a while. I didn't ever beat Xenogears. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't, but I'm not a JRPG character. Okay. Well, girls, are you going to comment on it? No. Okay. I will hold the button. I remember how the buttons work in this game. Hey, Gilder!
Ugh, it reeks down here.
Well, the Undercity isn't exactly the prettiest place, and we're under that, so...
What is the Undercity? I thought the Undercity was like the sewers, but apparently there's like the Undercity and also the sewers. Oh, is this where I'm supposed to go? Why is this purple? Does that mean it's extra special? Item, feathered gloves. What else is here? Hold on. Oh, aqueducts. That looks like that's where I'm supposed to go, so I'm not going to go there. I'm going to do this instead. Hopefully the girls don't get eaten. Oh, that's a fun idea, Killinger. Wait, was that a weapon? Oh! Oh, weapons are a big deal. Oh, I'm back up here. Oh, okay. But the girls are from the slums. Okay, yeah, so it's the Undercity. I didn't realize there was an Undercity. That's exciting. Also, hold on. No, wrong button. This button. So Tifa has a new... She's... Whoa. Oh wow, I haven't even like put half the materia. I needed to put more materia in her and I didn't. Should probably work on more than just the leather gloves. Or the metal knuckles. What should I go with this? Yes. Okay, let's hold on. I'm distracted. No. Hold on. Yes. Okay. Materia? She needs more materia. So she... Oh, but this one doesn't give her a little linked punch. Noted. Well, in that case, I'll give Cloud the linked something else, and she can have... what else? I need to get another fire one stat. This is Aerith's theme? What should I give her? Because these aren't linked, and therefore I should take the linked one off, right? No, that sounds like something. I can't think of what it is. I want to... Oh, I need to remember that guarding exists in this game. It's cleansing. Oh! This is anti-poison. Okay. Well, I might as well level it up, right? Right? At the very least, it'd be helpful to level up. We'll give her one of these. What else? This is some, like, dirty distortion effects going on with that guitar. See, now I can think in terms of I might as well level some of these up. Because that sounds really good, doesn't it? Sure. Sorry, Barrett, we stole all of those. Alright, sorry, girls. Oh. What are we gonna get? Somebody looking very sad sitting at a table with the reactor in the background. And what looks like a piano that's falling apart on the roof. That's not where pianos go. It's generally a bad idea to have a piano over your head. Just generally not what you want. Just figured that you should all know, like, advice here. Do I have all of these. I don't have the money. What have I been spending my money on? Not this much better item. That's okay. I can't keep track of the items in this game. Okay, we're gonna sit here. Alright, so this is clearly a place where people go. This has got a raincoat and boots for wading down there. So I've now learned that cockroaches really like corrugated cardboard. So you should be careful if you ever have a problem with roaches, not have cardboard around. Hold on. Map. Map. Okay, so this appears to be a dead end, and therefore I will run here and see if there's a thing. Oh, what? There's nothing. It just got really dark all of a sudden. That's not good. I just know that
I've got this.
Oh, right.
Don't you mean we've got this?
So much sass.
That it?
Oh, let's equip Cloud. Okay, so this is going to be the one that was most recently. Here! Wait, no, I thought I... I'm a little confused about that. Okay, what was I gonna do here? Oh, I was going to give you whatever I just took out of there. What did I take out of there? Healing. Thank you. Cool. All right. Now, that's not working. Oh, wait. Oh. Wait, hold on. Did I come from there? Is this where I came from? Is this how I got here? No. Yes? Yes, it is. Sorry, girls. I can't find my way around anything. Okay. This time for real, we're gonna go this way. Should be bad guy in here? No. Okay. I'm like thinking about the way encounters work in Crisis Core. There's gonna be an enemy in here though. Yeah, look at those. Oh, I should put fire on him.
Here we go.
That didn't work.
Going in.
That's the way to
Oh,
do
I need to remember Chadley. Is that still poison on the ground? Like, do I have to wait for that to go before I can... Yes, I do. How interesting. Okay, that looks like that's where I'm supposed to go. Maybe? Hold on, we gotta make sure we don't go where we're supposed to go. Yeah, roaches are pretty much bad news. And I am really not a fan. I never had a problem with, like, a fear of bugs. But I gotta say, I'm super not okay Is this where I'm supposed to be going? Looks like it, yeah. Well, hold on. Sorry. I'm just gonna look. Just gonna see. Is this a dead end? No, this looks like this is a way out. Oh, complicated. Okay, we're gonna go the other way first. I didn't have any problems with bugs, but living in a roach-infested apartment really messed with me. So when my roommate here found a baby roach that had followed me, well, I was not a happy camper, shall we say. And now my entire sense of stability and comfort at home has kind of been wrecked a little bit. Ooh, where does this go? Oh, the door is locked. Well, I'm gonna smash your boxes, show you what I think of that, Shinra. Yeah, well, the problem with roaches is that if you've seen one, unless it's one of the big ones that just wandered in by mistake, chances are, if you've seen one, there's a lot more there, so you don't want to see one.
Is it safe to go through here?
This is a good question.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Come on. Hey, Cloud. Assuming Corneo was telling us the truth, what do you think Shinra's really up to? I mean, they've got to have an endgame. But I can't imagine what it is.
That's a good point.
Destroying a whole chunk of the city just to get back at us doesn't make any kind of sense.
Unless they're trying to prevent.
Yeah. I can't imagine any way they could profit from it. It's gonna cost them a fortune to rebuild.
Corneo's lying. He's gotta be. Guys like him do it all the time out of habit.
I love that, because it's cripplingly horrifying. Like take for a moment. Put yourself in the minds. I'm going to go back up the stairs because it looks like this is where I'm supposed to go. But put yourself, imagine being here. This is your world. These are the people you know. This is your home. And just imagine, if you will, that that's a risk that might happen. You're going to be like, no, they wouldn't mean it. Surely they wouldn't mean it. There's no way. There's no way they do that. There's no way. And so them kind of rationalizing to themselves and to each other, there's no way, because it's literally inconceivable. Their brains cannot handle the thought of that happening. I remember a few big plot points and a few completely random things. Oh, that's trash water. We're not going there. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else we can do here, so I guess we go back. Oof. But, I like that they are... Yeah, well, no, it's the perfect time to use the term inconceivable. Gosh, okay, there's... I thought that that thing down was supposed to be... Yeah, no, the moment I saw Reeve, I was like, oh, that's Kate Sith. I don't remember, anything else about the game. But I remember that for some reason.
That's a power generator, all right.
Wow, talk about ancient.
It's an antique. Older than the Mako reactors, even. It'll be a miracle if it still works.
Hold on. Very important business. Yeah, we'll find out if I've been saying it wrong according to the game all of these years, Corneo. I'm sure we won't regret this.
Hey, would you look at that?
Oh, look!
And let there be light.
So we know the way we're supposed to go back, because... Alright, let's go down this way. It's funny, the characters walked very slowly while it was dark. They were not thrilled about it being dark. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Oh! I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm doing it. If there's buttons, you push those buttons, right? Yeah, well, I know it's like, oh, look at that. That's a treasure. Nope. Cloud, get down. Oh, God, just think about how it would smell. It'd be so bad. I'm glad I'm not there. Yeah, monies. Very useful. Boxes! Yes, good. Okay. Okay, hold on. Map. I can do this. Oh!
Of course not. Bingo.
Who has assess?
You're up.
I think she does.
Get him.
Abilities assess, yes.
You're going.
Feed on dead bodies that are washed down into the sewers. Well, that's appetizing.
Cut. This one's for you. That's it.
You want to not be standing where it throws its discharge. There we go. Good.
Let's go.
So I need to use the other characters with their weapons more and their abilities. I need to summon the fairy more. Why? Oh, there. Oh, how interesting! Did you see that? Did you see that? There's a little. Is this his name? Scout. And then there's a treasure sign. Key to the sewers. Huh. That's really interesting. Stamp, thank you. Stamp, scout, they're practically the same thing. I don't know what I'm gonna need that sewer for, or that sewer key for. But if this were like, if this were Dark Souls, I would like roll through that wall or something like that, but it's not. Man, I got into all sorts of trouble in Dark Souls rolling through walls that I shouldn't. Oh, there was! You're right! Okay, hold on, we gotta go down there. That was down, right? This way? No, that's the way out. Is this the way? Okay, no, not here. Okay. Where's the way out? Sorry, friends. I gotta, here we go. We gotta backtrack and see if we can find that door. Stamp is cute, and I've thought about covering his song.
Well, this is good. Okay, let's go. One more shot. Hang in there. It's on you. Here goes.
Oh shoot!
Maybe this will help?
It's only that guy.
There. What the hell? I got this. Finish him off. And we're safe.
Oh, fire material improved. That's exciting. It's more that I rolled through into areas that I wasn't strong enough to do things with blues. Yeah, and that's the way of things, like to have something like that starts off being like, is it this way? Innocent or wholesome or something, and then it winds up being taken by a. But I have a key. But I thought I had a key. But... I guess this isn't what the key is for then. Look, I have a key. It's locked. It's the sewers. I have a key for the sewers. It's not unreasonable to think that the two might be connected, you know? I want to be able to roll, and I can't roll. Is this the right way? I think so. I guess I might be coming back then. And the amount of electric guitar here makes me think of my bandmate Kevin, the guitarist of the Returners. Oh, okay. I needed that key for plot. It wasn't optional. All right, Cloud. So they walk slowly when they're going through the dark. Aerith is in a hurry. Gonna fight a boss, I wonder?
Wait a minute. I know this place. Sector 7 should be just on the other side of this waterway.
This is gonna be just...
So this is where Sector 6 ends.
And where Sector 7 begins. Once we cross over, we can start looking for a way back to the surface.
Might be harder than you think.
Let's just try to make our way down this tunnel. See if we can't use those gates to clear a path. We can do this. We'll figure it out.
She is...
Yeah, for sure.
She's really hoping. Aerith is a little less optimistic about this. Hold on, we gotta knock this over. Excellent, I have done my job. Something I can do over there, right? Right, okay. What are you, Blue Goo? Blue Goo Goo Goo.
Let's go. So it's my turn?
Oh, I'm too
bad.
strong. I'm not getting a chance to assess these things. Yeah, take that. They have the sounds that are like just enough. Wait, hold on. Did I miss a chance to go? Well, I don't know. All right, I thought that looked important. It was. Knocking over the scenery is an important part of stopping Shinra. All right. Oh my god, the sounds are so unpleasant. Yeah, I'm gonna stick it to Shinra.
Leave this to me.
I don't think so. Tagging out. Let me handle this. I'll show you what I can do. I'm trying, but I can't.
Hang back. It's on you.
Oh, let's go.
Darn it, Aerith.
Let's do this.
Aerith, I want you
It's over.
to assess that. She fell asleep before she could assess. Oh my god, I'm sorry. That was really cute.
That's a win.
That was amazing. Okay. I'm really, really amused. Morning, guys. Maybe I should put a sus back on him.
I'm in a rush,
Deal with
so
that.
all set.
Oh,
Here
we
goes.
are in a rush, so...
That's it.
Please assess the blue goo.
Can't keep.
No! Oh my god. I'm so mad at it. Also, I'm like low on health. And that's not cool.
Ain't dead yet. You're done.
That was pretty
Now's our
nice.
chance.
Let's finish it. Right, my turn. Let's start with
There we go. Haha, lightning. Got it.
Go on! Come on. This one, can you take over for me?
Oh, I'm getting poisoned.
Don't overdo it.
I got this.
Steady.
Action! Stay back! Give him your all!
Okay.
Would kill for a shower.
Okay, I really, really appreciate that the dialogue is Wait. Okay, this is the way to go. That it's based on where we are. Like that would kill for a shower is probably not something that they say everywhere, but they say it here because we're in the sewers, and I love it when there's dialogue specific to certain situations. Oh. That didn't go the way we might want. I don't think. I got distracted. Oh! Oh, look at this! Oh, I love the way the camera zooms in. They totally foreshadowed, though. They foreshadowed dropping the plate. And now you're like, maybe we'll get there in time. But it kind of feels like the characters know that if it's real, there's nothing they can do about it. But they're still gonna try to believe, and they're still gonna try to do it. And I'm probably missing stuff.
Seriously.
Oh my god. He's so unimpressed.
I'll show you what I can do.
He's like, seriously?
Maybe this'll help?
Okay. Yeah, intelligent enough to have created their own language. Yeah.
You've got this.
I do, and then I'm gonna heal. No, spell, cure. Oh. Okay. Yeah, no, like, the fact that Aerith is, like, completely unfooled by his tough guy charade.
Don't overdo it.
Facade is a facade. Haha, see, that's funny because
That wasn't so bad.
we've played. Oh, wait, something here is important. What's the thing that's important? Oh, it's on this side. Oh, there's a button. Oh, but there's something else besides the button. What is the thing besides the button? I don't know, but we're gonna hit the button. I'm gonna hit the button. You ready to hit the button? Oh, is that not what I wanted to do?
All right. Now
Oh, that
we
is
should
what I
be
wanted to
able
do.
get across.
Oh, I see, okay. Man. Oh, God, this is the
I'll go
texture on the
first,
water.
Okay.
Oh, he cares about his friends. Okay, so he's got to test it. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. The camera is not in my control.
Damn it. I can't stop thinking about what Corneo said.
Yeah, Tifa's really not
I
taking
know.
it well.
Me too.
It's gotta be a trick. There's no way they'd go that far. But what if Corneo really was telling the truth? We have to get there in time to stop it. We have to.
Right.
Aerith, what are you not telling me?
Huh?
Guys, come on. We gotta keep moving.
Coming! I'll go first.
What did Tifa pick up on?
Okay, Aerith, your turn.
Probably.
On my way.
Probably shouldn't have left Aerith till last.
Here we go.
I really want those boots. I really want those boots. She doesn't have the jacket in Crisis Core, does she?
Almost there.
This is so cute. Okay. Alright. There's our OT3.
That was close.
Well, hopefully I didn't leave anything on the other
Thanks, you
side.
saved me.
Least I could do.
Hear that, Cloud? Come on.
Cloud? You can't go up there. There might be treasure down here. Oh. I bet I missed some treasure. I bet I didn't go some routes I was supposed to go. Oh well. Aerith has 2 bodyguards, and she's going to try to set them against each other to try to impress her or something. Tifa wouldn't play that game.
Still thinking about the plate?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that
The
is...
future isn't set in stone. That's what I always tell myself.
What does she know?
I hope you're right.
How about this then? Think of something fun. After saving Sector 7, you're gonna...
I'm gonna go shopping. Topside. I'll buy stuff for the bar, decorations, coasters.
Can I come?
You'd better.
Then it's a date.
They know what
Cloud
they're
can carry
doing.
all our stuff. He'll be our pack chocobo.
What was that about me?
Nothing.
Oh, this isn't good.
Come on, Tifa! Cloud! Hold on tight!
On 3, okay? 1, 2, 3.
That was some really nicely done teamwork.
Sorry about that.
No need to be.
They're doing a really good job of establishing... Oh, I missed that, didn't I? I missed that. I missed that. Oh, well. It can't have been that important, right? I probably won't even notice. Yeah, well... As a story that is character driven hinges on the relationships between the characters being fleshed out and you knowing and caring about them. And it's very good to establish that characters have relationships with each other. And so a lot of the characters prior to this sorry. A lot of the characters prior to this interaction here have had prior relationships to build on off screen. So the game is kind of able to take a shortcut and just be like, these people are like this. And they'll like kind of reference how they got where they are. But the game has only really had to have relationships between Cloud and these characters develop. So you as the player are getting to know these characters as Cloud is. So it's kind of like, for example, when Tidus shows up in Final Fantasy X and he doesn't know what's going on and you don't know what's going on. And so by having your experience and your main character's experience overlap in that way, they're able to accomplish more. Like they're able to accomplish those two things better than if like they were trying to convey things about the world to you that your character already knows. Like they'd have to do extra work there. But in this case, you get attached to the... Theoretically, I know some people don't like Tidus, but you get more attached to Tidus because you're having this experience with him and getting to know the world in a way that makes sense. So here, you get to know these people and develop a relationship and you start caring about them because you don't care about them if you don't know them. Like, you can't care about characters in the game that don't exist yet. So you only get to know those characters... You get to know those characters only once they show up. So your emotional connection to them coincides with Cloud's opportunities to get to know them. Not counting things that are like happening like off screen, but we see. It's trickier once you have characters who you know, both of them, but they don't know each other. But the game's, like the story that you're telling depends on the characters knowing each other. So they have to make a point of developing Tifa and Aerith's relationship quickly because we are about to step into provided this thing does fall, we are going to step into a very, very, very emotional experience in the game. And we cannot have that. If it is what it seems like it's set up to be, we cannot have it be weakened by a cast of characters that don't know each other. It cannot fall flat. Fall. Ha. Ha. They're doing a lot of work right here in this section of the game to develop a relationship between those two girls and to further develop their relationships with Cloud and to strengthen all of these connections. These are, as far as I can tell, probably the core relationships in this game, or at least this part. Yes, Motorcycle is there, and I think Johnny is there too. Johnny and Motorcycle and Barrett are the 3 additions to the Drama Queen scale. But so they're being very smart here, raising the tension, reminding you that this very, very big thing, like, if this moment does actually happen, like they're building to it, they have to make sure you understand what it means to the characters and to the world. They don't want you to forget about it because you're swinging your cool sword. So they're doing so much with the little incidental dialogue that they're throwing here. And they've been kind of building up a relationship. They've built up a relationship with Cloud and Tifa. They've built up a relationship with Cloud and Aerith. But having the 2 girls help him in that last moment, like we've seen the 2 of them together and we're kind of seeing how the 3 of them now are forming like a tight-knit group. So it's good writing, friends. It's good writing. And at this point, so something I am aware that I don't know, have literally no idea what it is, and I have no idea how the Midgar sequence ends in the original game. Like, I don't remember. But I know that something was changed at the end of this game to make it fit better as its own story, and a lot of people I know are mad about it because they start looking like they're about to explode, and they want to ask me about it, but they know they can't. And one person thinks I'm going to love it, 2 people think I'm going to hate it, and everybody else has managed to avoid telling me what they think I'm going to think about it or what they think about it, but I can tell they're vibrating. So, yeah, well, it's funny because I liked Barrett okay. And I don't know why I liked Barrett in the original. I think he had a sad story, which we haven't really seen. Like, I think he has to, like... He, like, fails to rescue Marlene's dad or something like that, and it's very sad, and maybe he loses his hand. I don't know. But we're digging up Lauren's memories here. But, yes, well, there's a specific number of people who have talked to me and not been able to handle controlling themselves. But some people have told me, I know some people who hate it. I know some people who like it. Houses, here's one thing that I know. Apparently my being a Crisis Core fan is going to affect it. But, like, unless, like, Zack descends from the heavens with, like, feathery angel wings and saves us, I have no idea what it could possibly be. I would probably have feelings about that. We'll find out. Oh my god. No, it would be 2-winged Zack because Zack isn't the right kind of cool to try to have 1 wing and be emo. Yes, Angeal. Yes. That's probably where that was coming from because there's a lot of feathery wing imagery and plus, there was that one line while Cloud was falling that I swear to God sounded like Zack said it, except it was Cloud's voice. But I'm pretty sure it's actually secretly Zack in his head, or even actually talking to him through the live stream, and he's just so broken. He was like sort of comatose Mako poisoned. And Zack defeated a ton of dudes. And I'm pretty sure that Zack defeated the dudes and Cloud was out of sight. And then Zack was killed by the endless number of Shinra goons. But I don't think that they found Cloud. And so I don't know. How did Cloud... I guess No, I think you might see him like crawling or walking or something in like a semi-comatose state, I think. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, I don't know. We'll find out. Do I have enough money to buy good stuff now? Probably not. Oh, that other place had really good stuff that you can't buy anywhere else. Oh well. Too bad I didn't get it. It's okay, I wouldn't know how to use it anyway. How, did I accidentally turn off my map? Map? Where's my mini map? Mini. There we go. I found it. I have found playing Barrett to be challenging, and he's not... I'm a little disappointed that I don't like him more. But he's filling a role right now, and I suspect that he's a character who's not going to be shown in his full depth in this game. And we'll have to see the second game for that. We'll see. That looks like where I'm supposed to go. This looks like where I've already been? What? There's a treasure chest! I'm gonna get you, little rat. Where rat is...
This won't take long.
It's the same design and the same enemy as in 6. Oh, there's more?
Keep it together.
I got this. Here goes. Get him! Bring it! Good news.
Oh, I was gonna... Oh, well.
Glad that's over.
Right, Disciplined Daddy? No, they have an outlet. Everyone can go spoil... They can go to stream spoilers on Discord if they can't help but yell about it. Seriously, I think I really like that. Yeah, Barrett being a good dad is good. And I want to know him better because I suspect he's a lot more interesting and nuanced than we get to see him. Also, I will say, so going back to what I was saying about Tifa being the most boring of the three, what are Cloud's flaws? Well, he has this whole charade, or this whole facade he's putting up. He doesn't want to admit when he needs help. Doesn't like to admit what he doesn't know. He seems like he's maybe a little bit hot-headed and a little bit overconfident and does seem to lack a certain degree of self-preservation. What are Aerith's flaws? I think she's a little too harsh. I think she's a little too mean-spirited, quick to pick on somebody. I think she goes a little too far, which I like, by the way. I like that she goes too far. For precisely this reason, that I'm like, a character flaw of her is that when she picks on people, I think she's a little too mean sometimes, and she's a little unrelenting. And she's like, and I think she's fairly impulsive also. Like, I think she's clearly grown and matured some since Crisis Core. I don't remember how many years it's been. Has it been like, what, 3 years? What were you doing, Cloud? How did you survive? I don't know. But it's been some amount of time, and I feel like she's grown and she's matured. Because in Crisis Core, she seems a bit more like an idiot. And here, she seems less like an idiot. But, you know, 3 years or 2 years or whatever can make a big difference. So, yes, she is very stubborn. What are Tifa's flaws? She cares too much. I would say her flaw is that she's too gentle with Cloud. That's it. I mean, I guess a lack of confidence. But if you want to have a character make a bad decision or do the wrong thing, that's pretty weak as character flaws go. And so I'm not saying that Tifa isn't a well-rounded character, because she feels like a complex and full person, but at this point in the game, I don't know what else goes on with the rest of the game and the other games that are coming after this. But as we see right now, it feels as though the people who wrote the game like Tifa best, and they are hesitant to give her a big character flaw. And consequently, I like her less than I like Aerith, which again is not the same as my memories of playing the game a million years ago, where like I said, I remember that I liked Tifa because I thought she was the cool girl next door, and I hated Aerith because I thought she was the dumb love interest who was boring. So it's weird to have that reversed, in that I like Aerith more, but I've learned characters are more compelling if they're flawed. Like if you look at, I'm going to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender a little bit because we mentioned it earlier with my speculation about what's going to happen to Aerith and Princess Yue. Zuko is the most interesting character. And like I love Iroh, but Iroh is like, he's like worked on his flaws, so he's had them, but he's like kind of arrived. Zuko is like so incredibly flawed that you have to learn to sympathize with him, kind of. And that's way more interesting. And one of the problems in that show is Katara, they're not willing to commit to the character flaws they give her. And that is a frequent problem with female characters in stories. A lot of times there is the need for female characters to be likable. And like, I like likable characters. I like the likable characters a whole lot. But a character can be likable and then sometimes really unlikable. Like there are times when Cloud says something and you're like, that was really garbage, Cloud. You should apologize. And there are times when Aerith does something and you're like, that is not what you should have done, honey. And I don't know what Tifa's situation is. Like, it hasn't really been gone into. But she's very reserved and quiet. And I get the feeling that the game developers really, really like her. And you can kind of see that in their characters too. I do actually really like Tifa's redesign a lot, don't get me wrong. But Aerith's outfit looks like a person's sense of style. Like I could make some assumptions about what going thrift shopping with Aerith would be like based on the way she's dressed. And her figure she's like kind of like a scrawny, skinny, bony girl. Like she looks like a distinctive individual. Oh yeah, Catra is hands down for me the most interesting part of She-Ra. But again, like there are certain kinds of characters and stories and things that I find most interesting. There are no characters in She-Ra that push my buttons exactly, but Catra's kind of story does. So she gets to be my favorite section there. But Tifa's design is trying too hard in this game. I really appreciate that they did things like give her a sports bra, which makes sense, and giving her shorts under her skirt. Like these little details that like she comes across like she's a character who wants to be cute and stylish, but also has practicality in mind. And that says something about her character. And like her design fits that, and I really like that. But also every time she's in a scene, her utter lack of a ribcage is super distracting. And like it's little details like that where I feel like and I hope they prove me wrong, because a lot of what they've done with a lot of the cast I really like. But with Tifa, she feels too much like she's their sweetheart. She's like a little bit anxious, but she's beautiful and a little bit demure, but also strong. And I don't know. I want to know more about her. I want her to do something that makes me mad. I want to be like, damn it, why did you do that, Tifa? I want that to happen. And I don't, at this point, I have a lot of confidence in them as writers in general, because they've done such a good job characterizing the characters, developing the world. A lot of the plot and pacing things have been really excellent. Obviously, I'm biased because I am apparently connected to them. And I would just write this story. Yeah, like if they'd made Tifa buff, I think I would have been less annoyed at her lack of ribcage. But her design is too perfect. But like, so I want to have faith in them and be like, okay, they will definitely flesh her out as a character and give her character flaws and give her the amount of depth that they've given the other characters. But I haven't seen all of that yet, so. Yeah, I know, and this is part 1, but also this is a self-standing game, so they can hold some things in reserve. The way this is set up, Barrett is very clearly close to being a secondary or even tertiary, but I would say he's secondary character. These 3 are the primary characters in this game. And so when you say, like, if somebody were to say to me, you know, Barrett gets his development later, okay, that's fine. This game is choosing to focus on other characters. Barrett is important and plays an important role. He's an important figure. He plays a major plot point, but we don't necessarily get to know him. This isn't necessarily actually his story yet. That's fine. I feel like we'll get to that. But I feel like Tifa is important. And maybe, you know, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So I want to believe that this is an intentional decision on their part and that they're carefully, you know, withholding things. And maybe she's like, and it's possible Tifa she so far seems like she fits the template of somebody who expects perfection from herself. And those people can seem fairly perfect and be like really like a little anxious about things all the time, because what if you find out they're not perfect? As a hopefully soon to be recovering perfectionist myself. So I know you can't tell from my streams because they're like a hot mess, but in a lot of areas of my life, I'm very perfectionist, and it's bad. I'm the kind of perfectionist that doesn't achieve perfection very often, which is tricky. But anyway, long story short, I tentatively have faith in them that, okay, maybe it turns out that Tifa is a perfectionist, but actually she has some like just like a gash through her of a personality flaw. I would love to see that. I'll probably get mad at her, but that's good. I want that. Like, I like that I think that Aerith's a little bit mean sometimes. I think that's such a great departure from what they usually do, from what stories usually do with characters like her, where so often she is the archetype that, like, she never goes too far. She never pushes too much. So, yeah. And because we don't have narration, we don't get to see inside people's heads. It's a little more limited. So I'm going to talk about my dumb fanfic here. It's not for this game. I will write more for this game. But for 6, like, I'm able to have, like, what a character looks at. If somebody else looks at the person and is like, oh, that person has it together. And then you see inside that person's head and you're like, oh no, they're held together with bubblegum and duct tape. But we don't have that here, so. Yeah, well, as I said, I don't really remember the original. So. Oh, this is making me think of when we were slinking around through the... When we were coming back from the reactor, or maybe going to the reactor, we were shimmying around things in sewers then too, weren't we?
This won't take long.
Cloud is unimpressed. I do really like that they've given Tifa kind of like a slightly,
Hope you're ready. Deal with that.
oops. She's got, a deeper, huskier voice, and I really like that.
That's the way to do it.
I think that's a great detail. That is one thing that keeps her from being like the archetype that, or the like perfect character. Yeah, well, like, so like the story that I'm writing about my favorite characters from my favorite video game of all time, like, it's kind of tempting to be like, oh, and then they're perfect, and then they're in love, and they're never mad. No, they step on each other's toes and say and do wrong things all the time, so that's way more interesting and way more human. So yeah, map. Oh, my roommate is making pizza. I think I can smell what smells like pizza. Since we can't really use our kitchen, it's sort of limited what we can do. I might see if she'll take me to the grocery store to get some frozen pizza myself. Yeah, well, so that's one of the tricky things about running a tabletop game. And this is why oh, I thought that was going to be a treasure chest and it wasn't. When people are like, oh, players need to be able to determine their own story. I'm like, no, people don't actually know what they want. That's the thing. They'll tell you that they want to win all the time. They'll tell you they want to be the biggest badass. They'll tell you all of that. But what they actually want is to get by the seat of their pants, like by the skin of their teeth. They want to struggle for it. They want it to surprise them. They want it to hurt. Like, oops, that didn't work.
Leave this to me.
I don't think so. All set. Yeah. Good luck. So it's my turn? And catch.
Are any of these things I haven't assessed? Oh, they're all dead.
It's your turn.
Taking over.
One more shot.
Man,
Keep those gloves up.
Sure thing, Coach.
it's clearly it's pizza time. And she just called him Coach. That's really cute. Like, I want to see more. Oh. I want to get to know the characters a bit more and see more of the relationship between those two. Cloud's always been a very serious child. I want to go there. There's a glowy thing. I missed the glowy thing earlier. Oh, my roommate and I have been talking about maybe doing a co-stream of something at some point, so
Leave this to me.
if that is something that you would have fun with. She is fun.
No surprises there.
Tifa's like, oh yeah, we kicked ass. See, I'm swearing on stream because it's this game, and this game swears. I know I shouldn't, though. I try not to swear on stream, but I'm probably going back the way I came. There it is. I found it. I found it. I'm still settling in. I haven't, I have to make sure I know what her comfort level is with me talking about that stuff, so. Okay, hold on. Is this where I want to go? Where am I? What am I doing? Is this where I'm supposed to go? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I actually progressing the plot? But was I supposed to go that? No, I'm not progressing the plot. I'm going the other way. Okay, cool. Yay. Sorry. We have to kind of monologue a little bit about that. Oh man, apparently when I was streaming last night, because when there's like a really big real world thing that happens and everyone's struggling real hard with it, I will sometimes do a late night stream to help people like fall asleep too. But I mentioned something about Fire Emblem, and she heard me say the word Fire Emblem and apparently popped into chat to see what we were saying. So, because the doors in this apartment are very, very thin, which is why I had to put a thing under my door when I first started streaming, because I don't want to drive her crazy, and I might be driving her crazy, we'll see. But hopefully not. Oh, I should actually pay attention to my abilities here, because I want to unlock things.
I'm ending this.
Man, Infinity's End is
Just like that, okay?
really good.
I gotcha.
Thanks, Coach. Oh, okay, good. It's making it very clear that this is not where I'm supposed to go. This is, in fact, side stuff. Excellent. Good. Oh man, you work at 3 a.m. Uncle Silkskin, I'm sorry. I guess there were a few Moogle medals there, weren't there? Yeah, well, I guess they've got to balance its goodness somehow. Hold on. I'm trying to use a map. Okay, we're gonna go this way. No! Aerith! Oh my god, out of the way. Yeah, right now I I went the wrong way. Oh, I don't want to do this. This isn't where I want to be. Wait, what?
Try to stay behind me.
That way I can cover your back.
See, but that's a good amount of sass. Well, I hit something with it anyway.
Keep it together.
Oh, let's go. Go on, heads out.
Yeah. Oh man, look at me leveling
That's
up.
a win.
They're not trying to play in the sewers. I'm just bad at finding my way around, okay? Okay. Wait, but... This way. Okay. This is where I'm going. Oh man, Shadow Hearts. I have feelings about Shadow Hearts. Shadow Hearts 2 was really good and also really blah, depending on, like, when it was good, it was very, very good, but then there were entire sections that were kind of blah. And then Shadow Hearts 3 was mostly bad, but Johnny's story was really good and Lady's story was really good. Alright. I guess I should be using magic, huh? This looks like where I'm supposed to go. I have actually not played any of the Saga games, really. I know of... I want to play the one with Acellus, because I had friends who really liked Acellus when I was younger, so I know a little bit about that story, and I want to play that story, and I think they're remaking that one. So...
Look, that must be the way out.
Okay, if we go up there...
I wonder. There must be some way we can lower the water level.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm gonna have to exit that. Sorry, my work Slack apparently didn't close. I don't want you guys to have to hear that. Yes, the one with the Celis, that's the one I want to play, but I haven't played any of the others. I think I tried playing the board game one and didn't like it. With my sister, we were very confused. Opera Omnia, I don't know what that is. Is that one of the, is that one of the mobile games? This looks important.
Guys, check it out. Seventh Heaven's water tank has something similar. I'm betting we can use this to control the sewage level.
She's a responsible
Hey, Cloud, you want to give it a try?
business owner.
This ought to drain the water. Right?
They make Cloud do the dirty work here. I don't know, Squizgar. I think it depends on what's going to be in the game.
No luck?
Pump has not been turned
Must
on.
be busted.
That sounds bad
A
news,
red
though.
light indicates a blockage, apparently. We can use the hand pump to clear the blockage. Sounds about right.
She knows
I
what she's
remember
doing.
having to do this
Yeah.
at the bar before.
Yeah, just I love her being...
All right. I'll...
Aerith, you mind giving me a hand? Cloud, you stay put. Keep an eye out for more red lights.
Wait. I'm not sure...
Trust me, this is the best way to handle it. We'll be back soon.
What? Why is this... Okay. I guess this is to get them to get to know each other. So I wouldn't want to play a game that wasn't going to be, like, good or interesting on some level. But there's so many ways in which a game can be good or blah. That, like, I'll, like, happily play games that have mediocre gameplay if I like the story. Saving the game. What's going to happen here? Do we have a minigame? I know the first game had, like...
So maybe this is a little different from the one at the bar. More industrial?
Oh, she's trying to get Aerith to tell her what Aerith was keeping from her. Right. Right. Oh, Tifa. What are you up to, Tifa? Okay. I have to actually pay attention to gameplay. Hold on. Okay. The left stick up to open the valve. When the needle is moving, hit X. It's going to take me a little while to figure this out.
Here goes. Whoops.
Oh, okay. Oh! Oh, I got it. Okay.
Try to stay in sync.
Oh! Shoot, I did it wrong. At least it gets a little easier the more each time you do it. Okay, I understand how this works now. There we go. Okay.
Spectacular. All good.
Okay. Oh, not even close.
Could have gone better.
Okay. Much better. Much better.
That went well.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, shoot, that's fast. Oh my goodness.
Try to stay in sync.
That line is a case of voice direction making a big difference. Because she could have said try to stay in sync, but instead she's being like helpful and supportive.
All right, I think that did it. Wonderful.
Like she's giving advice
Okay,
even if she's
let's head
frustrated.
back. Cloud's probably getting worried.
I'm gonna run around. I've thought about maybe someday playing The Witcher 3, but not the rest of the games in that series. Hi, Cloud. Alright, I guess I'm gonna hit the button now. Yank. Okay. We did it. That sounds good. Timing mini games that that emphasize teamwork. It's thematic.
Nicely done.
Oh,
We make a great team.
Go team.
did you hear the genuine warmth in his voice when he said "nicely done"? Like these are people who are forming friends. I want to know what that. I want to know what that says. Oh, I don't want to say. All right, girls, let's go have an adventure. I don't know if the devs
Try to stay behind me.
are
That way I can.
are intentionally setting up
All set.
the girls.
Watch yourself. Here goes.
Abilities. There we go.
Don't let him stop us. Can you take over for
Let's do
me?
this.
I learned it. Oh shoot.
Okay,
Gotta be
let's
careful.
go. It's on you. I'll show you what I can do.
Okay, you're gonna heal everybody in the party because I did not do a good job.
Not throwing at the towel. Ouch! Cut! What the? Everything's spinning.
Oh shoot, 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 no! The music is really doing interesting things. No, 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 no!
Can you call yourself a bodyguard?
I love that so much. I'm sorry, I love that. maybe I should have focused on actually killing the bad guys instead of, trying to get my abilities up. Holy cow! Okay. This isn't gonna be good.
I'm not going out like this.
This is why everyone in your party should have the ability to heal.
Let's do this.
Sorry, Aerith. Oh shoot! Okay, hold on. Items. Wait, hold on.
You okay?
It's okay. I'll do better.
Oh! I love that you can hear the warmth in their voices, you know?
I won't give up. Deal with that.
Just hang on. I'm coming. Yeah. Heads out. You're up. I'm coming.
Yes, we did it.
Moving on then.
I should probably heal my party now. Oh, wait. Oh, does it Finkel Silkskin? So it's not just me? I thought I was just being, like, sloppy. That will probably do. For now, I'm lazy and cheap. See how this goes. Let's go down. The music got really dramatic. Because, by the way, also don't forget, we're trying to save...
If this is what you want. Go on. So it's my turn?
Let's get a little...
Back me up, okay? Cut!
Oh, jeez.
Go on! I'm just so tired.
Hang down. Closure.
Let me handle this. Come on!
Yourself?
This fight's not over yet. I'm just getting started. That's it! Can you handle them?
Cloud! Wake up! Oh my god.
Strike hard and fast. Bring it! Now's our chance. I can help.
Come on!
Leave it to me.
He has to go rescue his girlfriends. You know how it is.
That was close.
Amazing. Oh, there's another one. Oh, shoot.
Too late.
What just happened?
See you around.
Okay. Oh, I hated Sid. I think I might actually find him a good character now if I were like playing the game as an adult, because Sid is, from what I remember, like entirely defined by his flaws, which is interesting. But I just thought he was a horrible person, so.
Sure is nice to go up for a change.
Hope the pillar's not much further.
There's the bad guy. Don't let them bubble you. Abilities.
Hope you're ready.
Yeah! Oh well, that didn't go so well.
That's it.
Okay.
Stay back. Hey,
Oh gosh, I'm having a hard time with this. Is this the same fight that I was struggling with earlier?
Good to go? I can't.
Oh shoot!
Seriously?
I'm coming.
Shoot, shoot, get away from there, Cloud. Shoot! Go, no.
No. I thought I was stronger than this.
Oh man. Okay, so be careful, Sam, with talking about things in 14 because I am still working my way through Heavensward. So, you may get to stuff I haven't seen yet. Like, I don't know who Emmett Salch is, but I might call that character Etch-a-Sketch. I know Estinian, though. Oof, oof. Okay, yes. Let's try this again. Let's see if I can do this. He has an uncanny way with people, and that is something that I would really like for them to go into. Okay. Huh. I try to avoid a situation where when a character shows up, I'm like, oh, this is somebody who's going to be a bad person, you know? Like, I try to be careful in talking about 14 because I know the people who I am streaming for may not be as far as I am in the game.
Watch yourself. Here goes.
Okay.
Don't let him. You can do it.
Hold on.
After you.
What?
Stay back. I'm coming.
What just happened? Why are they frogs? I mean, I know that frogging is a thing that happens in these games, but still. Why is he frogging? Oh my god! She has the skirt! That's very satisfying.
So it's my turn. We'll make it quick. And catch! One more shot!
Oh my god. That was amazing. That was pretty incredible. Okay, well we survived that. Weapon upgraded. Very nice. Okay, so I should probably heal. Or wait, hold on. Yes! Okay, that's apparently what to do. Endo, thank you so much for cheering for the froggies. We're cheering for froggies.
Hang back. I'll go on ahead and secure the exit.
Why does he tell them to hang back? They didn't hang back. Oh, now they're hanging back. Oh, they're really not very pretty, are they?
They're hungry for more. We're not delicious. Not even a little bit.
Like she's just
Keep going.
so dorky.
No. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. They're the two fighters. Yeah!
You too.
But there's too many of them.
Not for me.
Hurry.
And like, actually, I don't...
Last warning. or die.
Because see, he knows they can understand languages.
Cloud! Come on!
Well, that was exciting. They got a trophy, sewer survivor. Cool. They've got a... Like, they had a nice little bit of raising the stakes right there. I think without it being too much, but to get your heart racing a little bit more. So you had to fight a hard fight, because that was actually a hard fight. I died at it. And then you have, like, an intense cutscene that's still, like, only in the... what does that say? Haunted. That's one of the...
Understood.
It's the Turk copter!
The Avalanche mission's been approved. We ought to proceed as planned.
This is bullshit. What the hell are they thinking?
Threats to public order are to be summarily put down. This is what we've always done.
Summarily put down. Guess it's a little late to grow a conscience.
That was a good moment. That was a very good detail right there. Those characters needed more, and I'm glad we got more with them.
Just on patrol.
Don't worry, we'll make it in time.
Maybe not so much. So it's interesting, the Turk copter, the reason why I react to that, if you folks have not played Crisis Core, the Turks, some of the Turks who have not yet shown up in this game, and I'm not actually sure if they will or not, but there are Turks who play important roles in that game, and the Turk copter plays important roles in that game, so... Yeah, well, so building this as Crisis Core 2, which is my experience with it, I'm coming to this having seen the Turks try to be all like, we are professional killers, we're fine, we could do this, we don't make friends, we don't have feelings, and then seeing Zack Puppy Dog Shonen Hero his way into their hearts to such a degree that... Does anyone mind if I spoil a moment from Crisis Core? I mean, I guess we are doing Crisis Core 2, so I can assume that you're all watching this because of Crisis Core. So one of the moments that I've talked about again and again and again with this game as I get worked up about my feelings about Crisis Core is that you know when you start Crisis Core, if you have any familiarity with this game, you know it's not going to end well. You, if you're me, vaguely recall that Zack dies in some sort of, like, Mako experiment that goes badly and is maybe why Cloud goes crazy. I don't know for sure. But then I played through it, and there's a lot more depth to it. But what's really interesting for me is that you think you know what's going to happen, and you think you know how it's going to end, and you kind of do, but you also don't. And so there's a moment at the end of Crisis Core where independently, they haven't talked about this with each other together, but there's two Turks that are important characters. There's Cisne, who is right by the 5 on our drama queen scale, and then there's Sung. Is that how to say his name? I'm not quite sure how to say it. And I think he is on the scale, but farther towards the, or farther that way. Oh, that's cool, Trip. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, so the second on the scale is but is it Seng or Sung? Because I thought it was Seng because it has an E, and then I heard people say it differently. And I'm not very good at pronunciations, but I want to try to get as close as I can within the limitations of my accent. So Zach winds up. So it is Sung. That's what I thought, because I remember thinking that people were saying it in a way that was different from how I would have said it. So it's more Sung. I'm gonna do my best. But they wind up befriending. Zach, and kind of against like Sung is like, I'm too cool and professional to make friends. But you see kind of Zach wear him down, and he does actually care. And Sisney is like, absolutely, like, she's friends with Zach. So she's like, I want to go save Zach. And she fails at saving Zach. And then Sung picks her up in the helicopter. And she's like trying to pretend she wasn't trying to save Zach. And so she's like, oh, I guess we gotta go find him for the boss. And Sung says, basically, no, we're gonna go find him and get him out of there. And there is this moment where Sisney is like, oh, we're on the same page. We're gonna go rescue our friend. And they lift up in the helicopter to go look, and they're the Turks. They're awesome. Their helicopter is awesome. And you're like, you have this moment of actual hope where you're like, maybe we're gonna get out of this after all. Maybe we're gonna be okay. Even though you know you're not gonna be okay. But because they wrote that in, it gives you that bit of hope. But it's also such a beautiful character moment, showing what Zach's goodness and his ability to win friends, like showing that kind of like coming like fully blossoming, is very effective. It's a great character moment for everyone, and I love it very much. So I really enjoy seeing the Turks helicopter, and one of the Turks, who's kind of just been a brat the whole time we've seen him, have that conflict of a conscience that even for someone whose job is to, like, I guess, assassinate people or whatever that he's paid to do, without thinking about it, there's a line that he doesn't want to cross. And so it's very interesting that the Turks are going to be the ones who have to cross that line. So, hi, Kenny. Yeah, we just got turned into frogs, but we're okay now. Should I buy some potions? Oh, but I could buy an actual, but I'm not. Yeah, they don't have that one place that you can no longer get to had really, really good gear that was really expensive. I think I'll be okay. Oh no, is it these that they had? I guess it was just this. Never mind. Do I want any of these? Push it to the limit. Is that a strong bad thing? I want to say it's some sort of classic internet thing, but I don't remember the details. Do I want one of these? Are any of these really worth the amount of money that they're going to cost with my playstyle? Do you have any suggestions, folks? Should I get one of these? But I thought there was like a song and people said it to like a weird rhythm or something, but in like a way that okay. Alright, thank you, YT. Okay, cool. Then we won't do that. So haunted, to me, indicates that I'm going to have those ghosts show up again, and or we're gonna have some flashbacks. Oh, everybody to the limit. Thank you, Chrono. That's what I was thinking of.
We could get lost in here.
This is the train graveyard, all right. A real treasure trove of scrap. Sector 7 should be just past that large maintenance facility over there. I vote we stay in the light so we can see where we're going. Dark everywhere.
That it?
The train graveyard is where the beginner flute song plays. I think so. We'll see. I remember that there was a train graveyard. Haunted. Oh, that's interesting, because there was a phantom train in the game that immediately preceded this. So it's not going to play the beginning flute song? Amazing. That's all I remember about the train graveyard. I remember that there is a train graveyard.
And kind of creepy.
people don't come around here often. Not just because of the monsters, but because of the stories.
What kind?
Everyone seems to think that the train graveyard is haunted. Those who lose their way out there in the dark of night will never, ever find their way back home again.
Is that right?
I mean, it's not like I think it's true or anything. But you know, it's just...
Then let's hurry.
Yeah. I like how he doesn't like make fun of them or anything like that. He's like, oh, well then let's get out of here. Like he actually goes into this like sweet protective mode. Like his nature is to be sweet and protective. And so when people are like talking about this version of him as this like tough guy jerk, I'm just like, he's not though. He badly pretends to be.
Too, you know.
Yes! Materia.
Worked up a good sweat.
No, but this is a different song, so it's not going to have the beginning flute. Which is good, because the beginning flute song I made fun of so much when I was a kid. Because I played flute, of course, by the time this game came out. And so I would be like, this is such a bad flute sound. It sounds like a beginner flute is trying to play. There's a very specific way that beginner flutes, like the specific tone that they have.
Guys, what was that?
Is Cloud gonna have to be like the cool guy and be not scared so that they don't get scared? Oh. Well, I mean, at least...
Don't scare me like that.
At least they're just... Oh, hold on.
It's on you.
Okay, let's go. Here goes.
Oh my god, she's not even...
Kinda hurt. That's it.
Okay. I need to put assess on Cloud again.
You're going.
Tactical data not available. Nocturnal hunt for prey and packs. Okay, this might be why if you wind up in the dark. These guys might only attack in the dark.
For you.
I was trying to hit the attack button, but it wasn't holding down for some reason.
I think I just heard a little kid. Did you guys hear it too?
Why would there be kids out here this late?
What? Then...
So it's a little, to me, it's a strange, like, honestly, if it's a strange choice to put a chapter between what happens in the previous chapter, well, to put a chapter between that chapter and the plate falling, if the plate is going to fall. Like, I question that as a pacing decision, because if it were me, I would want to do, like, bam, bam, you know? And we just had a bam of losing. So I would want us to have another big blow before the player has a chance to recover emotionally. Oh! Did you see that? And then it disappeared? Yeah, Archie, that's kind of what I'm feeling here, that it's going to be like, I'm not going to complain about the section existing. But I question the pacing decisions. Somebody set that fire. Those are drawn by a child.
Gotta make a stand.
Ghosts existing are not outside of the realm of possibility. With the live stream. And these, like, they're spooky, but they're playful. They do look like they were drawn by a kid, though. They look like a kid drew some... Look, see, this is a monster with a baseball cap that's yelling. This is an Ahriman. And this is a a flying cat monster. That is a really mad fat unicorn. There's a rat. I don't know what that guy is. No, but see, the reason why I say this, Sal, is because we're not going to solve the crisis. I think that we are going to not solve the crisis. So I would expect it to be like the sewers, going through the sewers feels like raising the level of dread. They do kind of look like they have that kind of like super cute cartoony look of Dragon Quest enemies. Speaking of, my sister has talked me into at some point in the future apparently playing the Yakuza Like a Dragon game. Yeah, well, because they so consistently were building the tension in the previous chapter. Like they were ratcheting it up and up and up and up, and they even ended the sewer on a big note. So I would have expected, like, they end the sewer on the big note, they build you up on the tension so that when they drop the big thing, you're already ramped up. So I guess what they're probably going to be doing instead here is kind of getting you to sort of like both like lower your guard but also be on edge, if that makes sense. So I don't know, but we'll see. If there's Final Fantasy VI reference, I'll be amused. Alright. Tifa standing all cool. Oh, it's just these guys. I'm just gonna electrocute them. Oh, I need to make sure. Don't let me forget when we can buy, when we can buy materia again. I need to remember that this is an option. She is pretty fun to play. See, Vinny, like, I feel like so far the pacing has felt really mostly very good. I think there have been a few places where I wouldn't have done the same pacing decisions that they made. But it's fine. Like, when I criticize something, I'm also aware that, like, what I would do isn't necessarily the right answer. Do I want to know about something I can miss before proceeding? Is it plot related or character related, or is it stuff? I guess we've said yes to that before when we were dealing with the hand thing. I do like the way the camera zooms a little bit when you're balancing there. Oh, ooh. Ooh. We know there are ghosts.
Huh? What is that?
Where is the treasure?
You okay?
Is it missable?
All good, I think.
Still in one piece here, too. Guys?
Seriously?
Claude is unimpressed.
Come on, huh? Well, that's inviting.
Yeah, sure. If it's stuff that's easy to miss, and you don't think I'll find it, I guess. Like, if you can give me like a hint or something like that, or just tell me when I'm on the screen. This is the screen.
Let's see what's inside.
Okay, kiddo. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go a little bit long tonight. We'll see. Oh,
Well, what do you think?
that looks like in 10.
I'm game.
Huh?
But...
It'll be fine. We've got a bodyguard, don't forget. Mine. Right?
Ghosts aren't my thing.
You're just being modest. After you.
Mind letting me go then?
Aerith could tell he was uncomfortable. Aerith could tell he was uncomfortable before I could tell he was uncomfortable. And then Tifa picked up on it. That's really, 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 really nice. That's a good moment right there. Because you see, after Tifa grabs his arm, she looks at Aerith meaningfully. Like, I get it. That is, I mean, Tifa's, don't get me wrong, Tifa is also scared. But I think Aerith does what she does because she can tell he's uncomfortable. And Tifa does seem like the sort of person who would put aside her own discomfort for someone else. And so I think, I mean, this is also a very adorable moment. I mean, yes, I think Tifa is also jealous, but I do think that there's a certain degree of, I think it's maybe both. Because she's definitely set up to be jealous of that. When Aerith grabs his arm and says, mine, that is definitely meant to... Ooh, look at that. Meant to be jealousy-inducing there. But I do think that they're also taking care of him. Yeah, no, Tifa's definitely scared. But you can be scared and also try to help another person feel better at the same time. I'm frequently the person, I've always been kind of a mom friend, so... Yeah, he's standing really... Look at the way he's got his hands raised. He's really awkward here. And he's just staring straight ahead. Well, shall we do this? Or should we shut down here for the night? I don't know where... I don't know if there's another good stopping point coming up soon. And we are at the 10 o'clock. So we can just have the two of them. Let me see what I can think of as far as what the heck is going on here. I mean, whoever drew these ghosts is clearly trying to draw ghosts, and you see them. That looks like in Final Fantasy X, the Fireflies. And I don't think we haven't seen those other than when we were walking down the train, right? We haven't seen that with the like sand wraiths. They weren't like this. They didn't look like that, right? I don't think they were. I don't think they did. So I have literally no idea, because I just expect to see Yuna dancing and getting ready to perform like Ascending. I'm just very curious. I want to know what happens, but at least this means that this week, when I am in like a more emotionally vulnerable spot just due to like life right now, I don't have to deal with the most likely destruction of most of the characters that we've gotten to know so far. Oh my god, they're gonna kill Wedge's cats. No, they'll make it out. The cats will make it out. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But this is definitely a departure, and I'm very curious why this is happening the way it is. What's going on? It is really... It is, like I said, there's like some interesting character moments here happening. But it is a strange pacing decision. And I can like a game overall and think that it is very well written and also have criticisms. And right now, that is a criticism that I have of this game. So, I guess that means that we will pick this back up next week. And hold on. It just occurred to me that the week after next, we'll be playing this the day before my birthday. So it'll be like almost a birthday stream. And then I want to do a proper birthday stream on my actual birthday. Which, if my kitchen is all good to go, we might do a cooking stream and I'll bake a cake and stuff. It'll be fun. Yeah, so thank you all so much for joining me and for listening to the massive amounts of talking that I've done. Wait, does she have... Hold on, I'm trying to figure out her outfit. Tifa, are those supposed to be garters, maybe? I don't know. Oh, hey, Andrew! How are you doing? I will have you know that the capture card is serving us very well, and I finally learned at the start of this game, I think, how to time it so that the music is the same as me, so that I can sing along with the music, because you can't not sing along with the music. And if you're singing and it's like a second off or half a second off, I learned this the hard way. People have a hard time with that. This is not the most enjoyable viewing experience. So we fixed it. Yeah, but apparently, so if you delay the video and the audio from my microphone, but not the capture card, then it all lines up. It's amazing. It's very exciting. But yeah, no, unfortunately, though, we are going to be shutting down shortly. Just kind of wrapping up with what we are, we're emotionally wrapping up. I'm glad we don't seem to have to deal with the repercussions of a really intense section. It's so strange with the pacing, because they build up so much with Don Corneo, and it's big, and then they like build and build and build, and then they give you a big thing, and then they drop you into something else. You fight a boss immediately, and then you go through the sewers. And so they kind of build it up and then drop you down. And then they kind of amp up and keep the tension, and it builds, and they build it up again as they throw the monsters at you, and then you manage to get away, and then they have the Turks, and then they just drop it again, and that's a strange decision. And I guess maybe the train graveyard occurred here in the original story, I guess. I don't know. I slightly disagree with this so far, but it's an interesting, because I also as scared as they are of the ghosts, these characters seem like they would be able to put aside. Well, I don't know about Cloud, because Cloud has a lot of PTSD going on. But Tifa would be able to set aside her fear if this is the only way between her and potentially trying to save Sector 7. She's gonna get there. She's gonna push through. So the fact that they slow down, the tension really feels like it's dropped away in a number of ways, including for the characters. The tension that matters has been replaced with something tangential. So I'm totally down for the ghost stuff happening. And I guess maybe there's no way it could happen after the plate falls, if the plate is going to fall, which again, it seems very likely that the plate is going to fall. But if the plate doesn't actually fall and you guys are all just trying to psych me out here with this, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to... I will laugh. I will laugh so hard. But I think they're probably going to actually do it. Yeah, I don't know. Because that's... I'm going to take this off. That's one of those things where once you've done it, you can't go back. The story will never... the characters in the story will never be able to be the way they were before. You know? There are certain things that once you do them, absolutely everything changes. It's kind of like checkpoint. If you proceed beyond this, you won't be able to go back and do any of the other things. It's like that. Yes, this is live. You know, it's a turning point that will change. It's a point of no return, definitely. And so if they wanted to have some character moments that are building here, and they can't do that after everything changes, then this is kind of their last chance to do that, and I can understand. But sometimes you've got to kill your darlings, even if you're I really want to do that, and it'd be really cool, and it'd be really neat, and has really great character moments. but it doesn't fit the story, sometimes you still have to cut it. That's what Killing Your Darlings, I think that's a Hemingway term, where you can really, really love something and think it's great and be super attached to it, and it can still be the wrong thing to do in your story. And this might kind of feel like an example of that. But again, I haven't gotten into it yet, so I may amend that as I have as I play through more of it. Well, I have talked myself somewhat hoarse. Yeah, well, it's Kill Your Darlings with the oh, do I call you Gay Elvin? Well, thank you. Welcome. It's been a while then, if it's been since Dark Souls. Well, I'm using my Dark Souls skills to flip away from bad guys in this game. It's very exciting. I'm just I'm criticizing some of their plot decisions and pacing decisions some way. Oh, blue glass. But yeah, so we'll see what I think of this as we go on. But if nothing else, maybe this will be a little bit of a respite before we then get into the soul-crushing plot event that's going to happen. Yeah, so I guess just like general housekeeping type stuff. We will keep... Oh, well, thank you, Elvin. Welcome. I'm really glad you made it. It's always exciting when some of our YouTube friends hop on over. Because like I think a lot of the folks here got their start in this community with YouTube, and I made the Discord specifically so that the YouTube folks and the Twitch folks could get to know each other, and it's kind of taken on a life of its own. Like there's people who hang out with us there who don't even watch the streams anymore, and that doesn't matter. Like we have a community, and that's what matters. Yeah, Moth Dude, I think that's fair, but I feel like they had a vision here, and I don't know if that was the right idea. But yeah, so housekeeping stuff, like I said, we will be streaming this next week and the following week. My birthday will be coming up, so we will be doing birthday streams. Birthday streams, the 22nd is my birthday, so we may do a weekend-long extravaganza because the bug extermination should be done by then. My kitchen should no longer be Blight Town by then. No, it's okay, Elfin. It's all right. Demi, I'm glad you joined. There was a period of time that I was taking people's comments from YouTube and then mentioning them in the next Twitch stream, and everyone was like, just let us talk directly, Lauren. So we did, and then I had to be taught that Discord's not the same as IRC, but I know it now. But yeah, so there may be a big weekend birthday party event going on then, because I can't get together with my friends because of the pandemic, so I will throw myself a party virtually, and you're all invited, and I'll have more information about that. We should be able to pick back up with Suikoden on Tuesday, which we'll be beating soon, and then we'll be playing Suikoden 2 on Tuesdays. I mean it, I really want to start doing creative sprint streams and tarot or music Saturday streams again. It just keeps not working out. Things keep coming up, but hopefully it will happen soon. And yes, we'll do tarot streams on Saturdays, probably. Maybe alternate those with music streams. We'll see. But yeah, that's what's going on. Also, we're going to be hopefully getting more emotes for the channel soon, whether I draw them or I commission somebody. I mean, we'll see, because exterminating and moving and stuff is eating a lot of the budget that I was going to put into things like that. But if you have suggestions or requests for emotes you would like to see for Twitch or Discord, let me know in the stream chat channel on Discord, or just poke me about it. And was there any other house? I mean, I guess I just got Sophie. Sophie is a baby lump. She's snoozing. She thinks it's bedtime. Oh, I did it wrong. There we go. But yeah, I think that's everything. If I have free time, I might write that Final Fantasy VII Remake AU fanfic bit. If so, I'll be sure to read it to you folks a little bit. But I haven't really had a chance to do any writing because I've been working, which is what I'm going to do when I turn this off. I'm going to go back to working. But it's okay, though. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I know that things are really hard and scary right now for a lot of us. But as I keep saying, like, think about, like, what can happen when a lot of people come together to do the right thing and to help and support each other. And just try to focus on that. What is the good that you're able to do in your corner of the world? And figure out what that good is and then do that good to the best of your ability. You don't have to save the world to save the world. And I will continue to push that idea as much as needed. So yeah, I think that's it. I've continued to yammer for a little while longer. But thank you so much. I know we had a bunch of new folks who joined us tonight. Some of you wandered in because of recommended channels or because of the game. Some of you came over from YouTube. Either way, you're very welcome. We do this every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully we will see you later. So take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay healthy, wear your mask, stay indoors as much as you can, or at least away from people. Take walks in the evening when there aren't people around if you're going stir crazy. And just, do your best to be good to yourself and kind to yourself and kind to the people around you. And that will do a lot more than I think you think it will. So good night, everybody, and I will see you next week.